It's a really hard time. I see so many GoFundMe pages on LinkedIn where people are at the end of their rope. They financially are struggling. They've been applying for jobs for a couple of years and they just can't find a job. So, a couple of suggestions, and that is to solve a big mistake that I made. People I knew from back in like 2008, 2010 that I should go build my personal brand, meaning make content in social channels and tell my story and build a network, build a following. And I didn't do it. It took until being laid off like 4 times that I said, oh, I'm going to go work for myself. And then I started. So my suggestion is that if you're still working, it's an imperative that you should get started. Get started building your brand. And it's easier than ever now with AI. I mean, seriously, the AI can help you with your memory. It can help you with ideas. It can help you with images. It just makes it so much easier. So I don't think there's any excuses anymore. And so if you're working, you should do this. It's imperative. If you've been laid off and you are still looking for a job, I think you should still get started and work on this. And you can in 1 to 2 hours a week. I provide people with a fast path to doing this. And so what would it look like, you're asking? And I think that we all have our experience. And so we're older. We can put our experience to work. My phrase is, if you want to work, you can put yourself back to work. And you don't need to wait for an employer to choose you. So, for example, you could sell services. You could sell some type of product from your experience, like make a GPT that helps somebody. If you could save somebody time or help them, then that's all it takes, really. So how would we do this? I think that a really big win now would be to take a look at the topic and decide on something that you want to do. Now you can go in and post on LinkedIn. LinkedIn's a little strange right now. I don't like it anymore. But 2 weeks ago, I started a newsletter. I have 425 subscribers now. I've published twice. I'm doing it weekly. And really for LinkedIn, I was just publishing once a week there anyway. So the difference between publishing on LinkedIn versus a newsletter is that the newsletter goes out by email when you publish it. It ends up in people's inboxes. And in looking at the data, it looks like LinkedIn is putting it in front of like 40% outside of my network, which is really good because that's your new audience. That's new people. And so I'm really bullish on this now. I think that this is a path. So I can teach you how to create content without a lot of pain. I know everybody rolls their eyes and goes, oh, she wants me to write content. But you can't. It's not hard. AI can give you a format, but you can, for me, it's always been if I have something to get started with and I can edit it, it's so much easier. Because if you start with a blank page, you have writer's block immediately and you're immediately like, oh, I should be doing all these other things and distracting yourself. So I have been really working right now on making more videos and publishing and getting them here on YouTube. And I started this newsletter in LinkedIn looking for new places. But the biggest thing is that figure out what it is that you can offer people. What is it that's really easy for you? You take it for granted, but others say, wow, you're really good at that. Can you help me with this? That's the type of thing that you can sell. And so you can productize that or package it, make it into with messaging and create a price for it, and you can sell it and you can have income. It is easier now, I said this before, than ever to do this. And I can give you a fast path for doing this. And it's fun. Like, it's really fun. And if it's not interesting and holds your attention and actually brings in income, you're not going to do it. I mean, let's be real. So I do think, though, that everyone should work on their personal brand. I call it professional brand. And whether you want to do a LinkedIn channel, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. I was watching TikTok and there was this guy who is doing a meal for $5 for his family. And he shows the steps. It's not his face on the camera. He just shows the steps of him cooking. Has hundreds of thousands of views. So you're not going to start with all of that. You're going to start very little and grow into it. But I do think it's the biggest gift you can give yourself. So there's more information in the description on what to check out. I'm thinking about doing a workshop because I am really passionate about this. I think that people really need to take this seriously because layoffs are real. They're really everywhere.